great fun.
I actually was
something new.
We had our wedding. We had a big wedding party, and we actually had our wedding reception at the Court Tavern.
Yep.
On 8/8/88.
Wouldn't have it.
And then we're responsible for bringing in the freaking Guinness on tap. So thank you. You're welcome for all the people who ordered Guinness on tap.
Guinness on tap.
You can thank us for them because they wouldn't have it until we brought it in. And I was a bartender there for like pretty much the whole year of '89. Thereabouts was 88 to 89.
And I first got introduced to the court because I lived across the street, sort of. I lived above there was a bra shop and a video shop there on the corner.
Nice.
And yeah, it was weird, but I lived up there in one of the apartments up above when I was in school.
Mason Gross is the art school.
And the Mason Gross building wasn't where it is now. It was more so across the street, right by the court. And Chief Thrills was right there.
Right, Chief Thrills.
Varsity Records.
Music in a Different Kitchen.
Blimpie.
Yeah, so I just used to wake up and we'd go to a show, and there'd be like a matinee or hardcore shows.
Paul Declator hardcore shows. We used to go like to the Paul is God hardcore punk shows. Declator was like he had that fanzine.
Tips and Tours.
Tours, and those were great punk shows. And at that time there was like nothing going on except for that, or Patrick's was having shows, and we saw lots of good hardcore shows. Sometimes the college would have stuff like TMA would play at the college, or Detention. I remember the Shields brothers sneaking me into the back of like the Roxy, like Detention, and I was like I was a teenager in high school or something, but I ended up getting snuck into the back door of the Detention and TMA playing at the Roxy some night. But they wouldn't let me in the front, so I just like, hey kid, come on over here.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
It was freaking awesome. The early '80s, like the early to mid '80s was great.
You could see some awesome bands there too, like
Ween.
Yeah, Ween and
Smithereens.
Smithereens.
Servers.
Go to the
Serial Killers.
Flaming Groovies, which was
like Zoo.
Yeah.
Flaming Groovies, which was like this early Captain Video, which was owned by
Jim Badjack.
Yeah, the drummer and the guitar player from the Smithereens, and I used to go there and get them to. I was like a little hustler. Like I'd go there to there and get Dennis Deacon to like make me like basically what would be bootleg T-shirts, and had to pick them back and sell them at my high school. He would make me a couple dozen of these shirts. Like it would say like the police on them or something like that, and then I would sell them in my high school. It's like I don't know. I was like 13 or something. But anyway, and he's still around, which is good. The Smithereens are still around. They still rock.
Yep.
What about that picture of you at the Court Tavern bartending? What year was that? The one with the hair and the striped shirt. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that one was like '89 probably. Probably 80, late '88, '89.
Because you knew Bob's dad and everything, huh?
I did. I knew Mr. Albert.
He wasn't really into the stuff, was he?
Not at all. No.
That's why the picture, right?
I remember Ray.
About that, man.
I remember Ray.
And
I remember Ray would come in and he had his tracheotomy, so he would talk about it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's what it was,
Yeah.
And they were all nice guys. They were very nice.